guys, we are back here at Seagrass Farms. You may recognize this guy right here. We've had him on here in the past.
Probably not with the mask on.
Let us know if you can't hear us. It's loud in the building, and this is a little bit challenging as well.
We're doing everything we can.
So I know it's been a little bit of time, and we want to show you kind of what we've got. And I brought Dave on here because he is responsible for a lot of the fish we bring in, especially imports. So
Right.
Dave, hey Nick, how you doing there from New York? So tell me a little bit about, how supply has kind of bounced back and, what we've been doing to kind of, continue that supply chain so you have fish coming to you.
We've been actually really fortunate that we've been able to stay open even at a limited capacity through all this. But we've kept fish coming and going. We've been able to get some countries back in that we've been having a really hard time getting. Thailand included in that. We've been able to keep a lot of live bears, and Florida fish have been great. So we're really fortunate on our location here. I know you mentioned imports, but we've been able to really support the Florida farmers through all this. It's been really tough for some of them, but we've been able to keep their fish coming and going for the past few months and keep fishing our customers' tanks.
That's fantastic, and I hope you guys are kind of reaching out to your pet stores. I'm sorry for bouncing around here. I think this is a great time to start to think about what you want to do with your tank. Those stores are loving to have conversations with you. They have the time to take, build what you want to build.
Absolutely, yeah. And everybody is kind of stuck inside still.
Right.
So it's a great time to really spend some time in front of your aquarium that you may not have been able to do formerly. We're definitely seeing a lot of people buying, our betta sales are up. There's definitely a lot of new aquarium shoppers out there that we're really excited to have the opportunity to introduce this hobby to.
Perfect. Hey Bill, nice to see you on there. Talking about someone who introduces into the hobby. Bill is an absolute champion for the hobby, so nice to see you. Kimberly, she is a Seagrass staff member. Thank you for watching. Hello, Ryan, how are you doing? And Michael, I know you said hello earlier, so hello, how are you?
So this has really kind of opened up some fun opportunities for us. We've had to try to find fish from parts of the world that we don't typically source them from. So we've actually found some new species and some new varieties that we're excited to keep. Some new invertebrates, a couple of new neurite snail varieties that we didn't carry too commonly. Over the last few weeks, as some of these countries have started to open back up, we've been able to sell more fish. We had to actually limit our sales on certain varieties because we're having such a hard time getting fish.
Which is great.
And just over the last couple of weeks, we've been able to remove or raise some of those limits. So we're really excited. Things are looking as positive and optimistic as I think they have in the past 2 months.
Definitely.
So we're really excited. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you for your support. We'll continue to do the same for you.
Definitely. Hey Andy, nice to see you on here. He's a big old cichlid guy. If you don't know him, go check him out. Ryan, what about CPDs? I don't know the CPD story. Celestial Pearl Daniels.
Oh, what's the story? I don't know any story.
Is that something we can get regularly now? I know they've been
actually, we've been getting them pretty regularly over the last few weeks. We do have them in stock now. We received a few thousand of them this week.
Nice.
And to be honest, the sizing on them right now is actually really, really nice. I was really impressed by the fish I saw come through here last week.
Nice. So hey Chris, nice to see you on here. Owen, fantastic. Man, we just got everybody. I missed the farm, we know. All right, well, we're going to show you a couple of critters that, this has actually been a challenge for us to bring in. And so Dave, said, why don't we check out the peacocks on here? Something I think we took for granted.
Absolutely.
Was the fish that are right behind us.
I think that's a perfect way of putting it. This is the medium peacock, assorted peacock, is our #1 seller as far as a dollar volume is concerned. So we sell a lot of these fish.
Right.
And we're able to get them in here pretty regularly on a weekly basis. But that stopped about 2 months ago. We were only able to get maybe a trickle here and there.
Right.
But now, over the last couple of weeks, we've had the opportunity to bring in pretty normal weekly quantities, and our sales team have been able to, as I mentioned, lift the limits on them. So we're able to get more of these out to more stores so more people can enjoy them. It's one of those foundation fish that, like Shelby said, you just take for granted having on a weekly basis. And it took this pandemic to really kind of open our eyes up to how fortunate we are to carry the variety that we do.
Exactly.
Being that we're here every single day, we get a little spoiled.
We only have 25,000 SKUs.
I know. I never
boring.
thought I'd be so excited to see just some of the basic, fundamental building block species that we deal with on a daily basis come back into stock on a regular basis.
Exactly. So I see we had some questions on black rams. Do we have black rams coming in?
I should have some this weekend.
Awesome. And let's see. I know we had some other questions. You guys, thank you guys for watching here. We'll tell Sandy, Miss Robs, you said hello from South Africa. That is awesome. Nice to see you guys.
That's
I know,
really
that's
cool.
pretty
That's
cool.
really neat.
Sandy isn't there, Robs, yeah. This is like, you believe most tanks are not empty. That's fantastic to hear, David. We really appreciate that. You definitely keep that going. All right, should we see some fish?
Yeah.
We should see some fish. All right, so if you're not familiar with this fish, oh, that's us. You know I'm a cichlid junkie here. That is where I started my hobby. This is the medium peacock that Dave was talking about, and you just can't beat this fish. Dave, tell me a little bit about, the variety we've got going here, because I know you've worked really hard to increase kind of the different varieties we have in the peacock mix.
Yeah, there's a pretty nice variety in here. You have what we call strawberries, what we call ruby crystals. There's a couple different varieties of obies in there. We do see some blueberry obies. Occasionally you'll see a yellow base obie in there as well. Those are some of the most popular varieties. It's just a great fish. They come in, they're a solid size, they're priced really competitively. And as far as a freshwater aquarium, this is pretty close to, or as close as you're going to get to having saltwater colors in your aquarium.
Exactly. So definitely a fish that we have all cut our teeth on. If you have not, go call your local pet store. Ask about some African cichlids as well as all your other favorites out there, because these guys are now starting to come back in, as well as a lot of our other staples. So, all right, with that, I'm going to let Dave get back to work. I know he's got a ton of stuff to do.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
All right, you guys take care.